Happy July 17th from Harley and I. He's at daycare today, so he left his pillow to say hi. I've got a secret for you today, and it's not my leg. Here's the secret of Psalm 17. Don't tell anyone, but you're God's favorite. I know. You're not supposed to play favorites, but I'm pretty sure you're God's favorite. Psalm 17, verse 8 says, "Keep me as the apple of your eye, and hide me under the shadow of your wings." And the shadow of his wings, his shadow is always such an intimate, personal place. And I love that phrase because it's kind of an old-fashioned phrase that was said in years gone by. You are the apple of my eye. That means you're just the best. You're just my favorite. And I know on one level you're thinking, and I agree. I mean, God doesn't love any one person more than another. But here's what I liken it to. On Saturday, all of my boys and their people came over, and we had a 4th of July barbecue. Well, first one there was Jason. And the minute he walked through the door and I saw him, I got a huge smile on my face. I gave him a big hug. And we had about 10 minutes together where we shared and talked about something really special. And he was my absolute favorite right then. He was my favorite. I just love him so much. He just makes my heart smile. And we had such a precious time together. Then Jeremy and Becky came. And I smiled, and I gave Jeremy a big hug and Becky. And at a certain point, Jeremy and I were on the front porch, my porch of prayer. And we had a special little talk together. Don't tell, but right then he was my favorite. And then Jeff and Maddie came. And that big old 6'4" drink of water put a big smile on my face. I gave him a big hug. And at a certain point, we were out on the back deck. And we had a really, really important conversation together. And he was my favorite. They're all my favorite. All day, every day, each one of those boys is my favorite, and I love them to the point of distraction. Guess what? Every time you walk into God's throne of grace, he smiles. Big old smile. And he reaches his arms of love out, grabs you. And when you take the time to have a special, intimate conversation with him, just you and the Father, under the shadow of his wings, at that moment, you're his favorite. It's my story and I'm sticking to it. He's God. We can all be his favorites all day, every day, because he loves us to distraction. So today, feel a little special. You're God's favorite.